Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time clicking on my video, thank you for clicking on my video. Hello, my name is Melanie. So glad to have you guys here. It has been a long time coming. So I started off with my last video telling you guys that I was gonna do 4 weeks of focus with Kelsey. And then I also told you at the same time I was doing the hot body meal plan, which is 4 weeks as well, with Katie. So today is my last day for the hot body meal plan. I still have, I think, one more day of the 4 weeks of focus. Then I am finished. I enjoyed it a lot. I really did. So I may not have a lot of 4 weeks of focus videos in here, but throughout my channel, like, you see me doing workouts and they're like 90% of the time from the 4 weeks of focus. I definitely feel like I got stronger in that. Like, let me see, let me just show you my bicep real quick. Super strong. This is my left bicep. I am like, dang. Now let's see, backed up. This is the 4 weeks of focus. Now, I wonder if I can show you my back. This is my back. I hope it's in focus. But yeah, so it's like, let's just pull, that's my back. I did take measurements at the start of this, and then I'm like taking measurements after just to see like where I am. I know I'm gonna be super bloated from my stomach because I did have a Pop-Tart today. And I will tell you why I had a Pop-Tart later in the video. So that is the 4 weeks of focus. Like, you could just see I've gotten stronger than when I first started. I've never had arms or back or biceps like this. Magneto, everybody should see how big you've gotten too. Like, you guys all remember Magneto? He's so big now. He's just a big thing. I'm like, oh, and he still has his freaking sharp nails. He's big now too. So that's the 4 weeks of focus. I loved it. I plan on doing it again. I love it so much, I've done it 3 times. So if that doesn't tell you that it's a great workout program and me showing you my body and my strength so far, I don't know what is. Let's just go ahead and get into the hot body meal plan. So the hot body meal plan, the first thing I did was measure myself. And what that means is, like, I got the tape measure and I measured myself on how I would be. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the tape measure again while you're watching how I did it the first time. All right. So I have the tape measure again, and I'm gonna go ahead and measure myself like I did the first time. Wow, this is really, really tangled. So one thing I really learned is not to focus on the numbers on the scale because they don't always matter. A lot of the times it's the tape measure that really matters. So my right arm is right in the middle. It's almost 11 inches. Excuse my ashy elbows. And then my left arm is about 11.5 inches. So my left arm for some reason is bigger. Ooh, look at that. My stomach is 35. And then let me see my upper. My upper is 33. My booty's growing. Trust. All right. My butt is like 40.5. Yeah, it's right in the middle. Yes. My thigh is close to 22.5 inches. Let me see. My left thigh, that is like a good 22.5. Let me see if it matters if I stand up. So if I stand up, it's 23. I mean, I don't remember what I weighed or what I was when I measured myself the first time around. And I'm not gonna weigh myself right now because I honestly don't want to. But I'm pretty sure I've lost weight. I know I have. The thing is though, is that because I didn't stick to this diet 100%, I did gain some weight after losing some. And now I'm losing weight again because I've been on it again. 1,200 calories. I noticed that because I had such a decrease in my calories, I started eating more. Like, I ate more nuts. I got hungrier throughout the day. And I noticed that, like, it just clicked today. I'm not gonna do it again just because I didn't like the different types of recipes I had to do, like the amount of cooking I had to do every day. So that I won't do. But I loved the foods I had. I loved being able to add more vegetables. I loved making quick shakes where I was like, oh, that could be a snack. I never thought of that. So I'm gonna continue to eat the food, but I'm not gonna do it the way it's designed. And 1,200 calories is just too little for me because I've upped my amount of workouts. I added 10-minute abs, been adding, you know, a full 10,000 steps on my active recoveries. I was just like, I noticed I was overeating. Like I would add more snacks, and I'm like, why am I overeating? And today it clicked because today was another 1,200 calorie day and I had a Pop-Tart. I was like, what the heck? And I wanted something filling. And because this was such a great healthy eating, that Pop-Tart got me so tired. That Pop-Tart was not good. I was so sad because it was a brown sugar Pop-Tart. It tasted like nothing. It had no flavor. It was so bland. I was like, I would rather have my sweet potatoes with some cinnamon on top and a little bit of like almond butter. I was like, that sounds actually way better. And that's something that I learned in here. The foods that I had in this meal plan are foods I've never eaten or never tried together. So here are some clips of me trying like foods I've never thought would go good together. So I'm home. I'm about to eat meal 4. So I had to make sweet potatoes and I did 6 ounces of sweet potatoes with cinnamon and then 1 teaspoon of olive oil. Let me taste it. It's still pretty hot, but I mean, it smells really. This is it. It's not terrible, but it looked way better than I thought it was gonna taste. My food is done. I mixed it all together. I'm pretty sure it would have looked prettier. If it wasn't like that all mixed together. Let's see, because this looks amazing. Oh my goodness. My pasta isn't cooked through, so that's the only thing that sucks, but everything else is bomb. It's so good. That time I had oatmeal with eggs. I understand people like to do this, and I gave it a try. I said, you know what? Katie has not steered me wrong. I've liked everything that I've eaten so far. The oatmeal and eggs cannot be that bad. Go ahead and just watch that clip. I had oats with eggs this morning, egg whites, and it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. I'm not gonna lie, it wasn't bad, but I wasn't too crazy about it. I knew there was eggs in there and I got grossed out. It wasn't the most amazing thing ever. It wasn't the most delicious thing ever that you have to go do right now and that you have to go make. No, but it was okay. I am sorry. They weren't bad, but I didn't like it. Maybe I didn't make it right. Maybe it's supposed to taste better. I don't know. I just know that I didn't like it and I don't plan on eating it again because I was like, no. So I'm definitely gonna eat her food because everything was so good. But I'm not gonna eat how it was. Like, I'm gonna try to follow week 1 because week 1 was 1,400 calories. And I don't mind doing 1,400 or 1,500 calories a day, or even 16. That's what my body needs, and you have to listen to your body. The amount of food in the beginning was great. I loved everything that I ate except, you know, for the oatmeal, but everything was so good. And I loved the ideas I got while eating. I was like, wait, I could add this vegetable. I could add that vegetable. And it elevated it so much more. But I would not do this plan again. I enjoyed it. It was a great experience. I enjoyed it because it set me down the right path and it created sustainable habits for me. But doing it to the T again, I wouldn't. No. But day 1, when I calculated everything, so that's what I was eating, and I was measuring it. And like I said in the beginning, I didn't know 1 cup of green beans. I'm like, 1 cup for me is 8 ounces. So I put 8 ounces of vegetables and I ate that. I don't know if it was right, but green beans don't fit in a cup. And if you do put them in a cup, you're gonna get like maybe 20 grams, maybe 30 grams. So I was like, that's not right. Call me stupid or just like, you know, crazy. But I didn't understand when she said a cup of this, like a cup of vegetables. Because for me, a cup is 8 ounces. And I would do a cup of 8 ounces of food. And I personally love weighing my food. I don't know why, I just like to weigh it because then it's easier to know how much I've eaten throughout the day and how much protein I've had. So day one, after following her thing to a T, I was confused because I'm not within the range of 1400 calories. My first day, my total calories was 1,578. So I was like, I'm 178 calories over. What? For carbs, 209 grams of carbs were, for day one, I was supposed to have 175. Again, I was so over, more than 25 grams of carbs. And for protein, I was supposed to have 105, but I ended up eating 117 grams of protein. I'm like, what? So then, continuing day one, I had 31 grams of fat, 31 grams of fat. So the fat was the only thing I completed. I could not understand. I followed everything to a T. How is it that I overate? Then I was like, you know what? Maybe day two will go better. Day two was even worse. I had 1,794 calories, so 1,794. I had 134 grams of protein. I had 198 grams of carbs and 53 grams of fat. I was like, how? Why? I followed everything to a T. And also I like mixed it up because she said that you're not allowed to switch between days of what you eat except your free day. But because some things were hard or I didn't have it ready, I would have like my meal 3 was my actual dinner. You know, bison was my dinner and then chicken breast was my lunch. So the different things like that. And I continued on with day 3. I stopped keeping track of my calories after this. I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna follow it to the T. Keep doing that. Oh well. That's something that I questioned. I was like, I was doing everything right. Maybe it's because I had too much of my protein powder. I don't know. I wasn't using her protein powder. That's the only thing I could think of. Everything else, I just said, screw it. I'm gonna do it how I think and I'm just gonna follow it to the T as much as I can. So that's what I did. And that's why I'm just like, it wasn't sustainable for me. The food was amazing. I plan to do the food again and like buy her cook like her recipes because I love them. I thought they were so good. But this meal plan, it was great to try out, but I wouldn't do it again. Like I bought mahi mahi for this meal plan because I saw that the first week had it. I've only had mahi mahi twice. And I bought a whole pack from Sam's Club. Salmon, I bought a whole pack, but I finished the pack. I was like, okay, great. Chicken breast, I was able to buy one whole pack of chicken breast and cut it up into like the pieces. That was great. Bison as well. I actually had to buy extra bison because I didn't have enough bison for this meal plan. I liked how much I pushed myself to eat great. On my refrigerator, I had week and what I was supposed to be eating, and then I had the day, like what I was gonna eat through, like in that day. I think me having 1,200 calories really messed me up mentally because by week 3, I was over it. I was like, screw this. I don't want to take videos. I'm so over it. I hate work. I'm over that too. I think I was really cranky and I think it's crazy that I'm just realizing this now. Week 4, the only thing I've recorded is today. I was like, I don't want to record anything. I was just so focused on exercising that I wasn't thinking about my YouTube. So some other good things about this plan is I really enjoyed all the veggies, like the broccoli, the green beans, the Brussels sprouts. Like, oh my God, I had those like every week, and those would be like when I had free days. I really liked how I would get hungry every 2.5 to 3 hours. Like my body knew, hey, you have a meal coming up. Hey, you have this coming up. Hey, you have that coming up. And I love that. I love listening to my body and I love my body telling me what to do. And I love like understanding what was going on with my body. You know, I was like, Melanie, maybe you should drink some water first. And if you're still hungry or if you're still feeling like hungry, okay, you need food. But it also made sense because I was like, okay, like I should be getting hungry pretty soon. Let me have some water, you know, let me fill up and then I'll have my food. In one of Katie's videos, she even said, you know, I'm not gonna say this right, but don't limit yourself. Like, don't just be like, oh, I can only have one bite. I can only have one bite. No, just be like, think about how that food made you feel. And if you didn't like how you felt after, why are you gonna put that back into your body? So I'm probably not ever gonna crave a Pop-Tart again just because I'm gonna think, okay, Melanie, hang on. You felt like crap. after eating just those 2 Pop-Tarts. You're not gonna eat those again. And I enjoyed the 5 meals a day. Everything the reviews said, where they're like, you won't be hungry, it was true, but these last two weeks I was starving. Not starving, but I was hungry. Like, it wasn't enough for me. It took out the carbs, and I'm like, I need carbs in my life. I need quinoa, lentils, rice. I need that in my life. So yes, thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you tune in. I will see you guys here next time. I'm not gonna say next week or blah 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 because I don't know. So I will see you guys next time. Bye.